time is it?
Right now it's 5-2,
5 to 6?
5 to 6.
Okay. This is mine.
No, that's mine.
Nice. Darren Deskin along with Ron Liff for the 2025 Old Canal Days Parade. I believe this is 52nd year, isn't it, Ron? Yeah. So I've been in a lot of them. First time I was ever in a parade here was in 1968. Canal Days wasn't even invented yet. When I marched with my Little League group, celebrating the sesquicentennial or the 150th anniversary of the founding of Illinois. So I can remember walking down the street here in my Little League costume, and I just thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And then I probably marched in 35 or so of these parades over the years. How about you? How about you? Yeah. Bit younger, not that much younger.
But yes, they always used to have the Halloween parades. Remember
Halloween
those?
parade. I've done a few Memorial Day parades over the years.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, it's always a fun time. A lot of people here along North State Street here. When you walk down here today, how many people did you see?
You mean along here?
Yeah, along the parade route today.
Oh, hundreds. Yeah.
Hundreds? I saw thousands.
Well, all right. I must have gone a different way than you, but that's all right.
So here we are. Here we are today, people. We're literally sitting right out in front of a brand new building here that was built over the past half year or so. It's a brand new $8 million building that's being built here.
Multi-use.
Multi-use.
Yep.
How many apartments are going to be in there, Ron?
I believe 36.
36.
And then two retail or public spaces.
Two retail. I do know one of the retail spaces is going to be Give Something Back's Foundation, which was founded by a Lockport native, Bob Carr, many years ago.
That's right.
And Bob has sent many deserving kids to.
Beautiful building.
It's a beautiful building.
In great, yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Port.
It is called the Port.
Okay,
I wasn't sure if they had decided on that officially.
It's called the Port. And so what we have here, folks, coming up the road is the fire trucks and the ambulances and police cars. And so as it gets closer, we'll go ahead and have you listen to the.
We've been forbidden to talk.
We've been forbidden to talk
during that.
For that. See the honor guard, police honor guard, marching down, carrying the colors. Today happens to be June 6th.
It is June 6th.
June 6th
yes.
is the 81st anniversary of the landing on Omaha and Utah Beach, D-Day.
Yes, it is.
Where we actually had one of our people that we knew when we were kids, Bill Goodale, was actually a medic.
Yeah.
A medic on the first wave of the invasion of Omaha Beach, and I always found that fascinating. So, people in the streets excited that the fire trucks are coming down. We have a young man. He's all ready for the candy, and
looks like they might have some in there too.
Yeah.
Now I think we've got the Grand Marshal coming up, right?
We do see the Grand Marshal coming up, and this Jane Gardner.
Jane Gardner, yeah, from White Oak Library.
She's been there for over 40 years.
Yeah. An institution there. They love her. She's Miss Jane to everyone.
And we're back.
We are back.
We are back.
There we had Lockport
Lock,
Fire Department, along with the surrounding communities. Northwest Homer.
Lockport Township Highway Department. Jim Louch is a good, fantastic highway commissioner.
Yep.
Homer Tree Service.
Here we have a big supporter, Homer Tree.
Yeah, Homer Tree has done quite a bit of work out at the Lockport Cemetery, cutting down trees, trimming some trees. We really appreciate them doing that.
Absolutely, they're big supporters of the community. Ron Reposh. Reposh family.
Homer Tree Service.
And here comes the candy.
Candy, that's always the best part of the parade. I have too many cavities and too many fillings to go ahead and eat too much candy, unless it's soft.
Oh, but then it sticks to your teeth.
Well, not Reese's peanut butter cups. It doesn't stick to the teeth.
All right, there we are. There's what we need,
Homer
Darren.
Tree Service. Look at the size of that cutter. It's one of those that holds a tree up. They cut it at the bottom and then lay it down.
It's amazing to watch them. It really is.
It is.
They have it down to such a science and they're there and gone. You don't even.
Yeah.
Don't even know.
Thanks. So here we have coming up is the Wilkes Family Farm. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about them?
Wilkes Family Farm. Let's see. Men and women helping sponsor car shows, special events, and parades. Help veterans, children, and local town events. They sponsor Old Canal Days, Keepataw Days Parade, Konosh Car Shows, Lockport American Legion, Gear Grinders Veterans Show, and Crossroads Church in Joliet.
Yeah, so they're busy. Yeah, we see them. They really help out with the car show down here in Lockport every Monday.
They do.
Beginning this past Monday, bands and the State Street here is filled up with cars. I think they had the most cars they ever had this past
Oh, did
week.
they? Yeah, I know
Yeah,
it was
almost 120. They actually had to use some streets that never been used before. And here we have coming up with the motorcycles and Medina Motor Cords under the leadership of Commander Don Schaefer. Medina Motor Cords is a precision motorcycle drill team and parade unit of the Medina Shriners. The Motor Corps performs on white Harley-Davidson ultra classic motorcycles and have entertaining audiences since 1955. They are an all-volunteer group of Shriners who practice weekly and ride together regularly to help for the ultimate purpose of helping children enjoy a better way of life. They ride so children can walk. I can remember the Shriners when they had those little bitty cars.
Yes.
I remember Jack Buss. He was always one of the big old man. He was like 6'5", 6'6", in a little bitty car.
And then the little hats.
Yeah.
It's a whole new setup. This is great. All right. We have.
This is Siegel's.
Oh, we have Siegel's Farm here.
I believe.
Right. Siegel's.
We don't know who they are. They're somebody.
Well, it says Puckerville Farms. on it.
Puckerville
We
Farms
don't have
Revival.
that. So that's Puckerville Farms.
Puckerville Farm. They're on 133rd and Bell Road in Lamont. And
Welcome to Lockport. This is Puckerville. I haven't heard of them.
I've never heard of
No,
Puckerville
that's
either.
this.
6.
All right. Now this is Siegel's.
This is
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Siegel's Cottonwood Farm and Barn at Cottonwood. Here comes Siegel's Cottonwood Farm, one of a kind cow fire truck. It's only on the farm, you could see a fire engine with a cute pink nose and spots. Right behind them, you can spot the adorable kiddos dressed as cowboys, hoofing it down the parade route to say hi and spread smiles. And I see there's also a dinosaur up there.
Yeah. Stegosaurus, if I remember from when I was a 6-year-old boy studying my dinosaurs. They were so important at that age.
That's because their next big event is Dino Outbreak and Unicorn Wonder starting July 26. Magical mix of prehistoric excitement and fairy tale fun.
Then we have big box disposals, locally owned, family operated roll-off dumpster company, serving Lockport and surrounding areas for the past 20 years.
20 years?
And he's lifted up the tailgate. Good thing there wasn't any garbage in the back there.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. I remember a couple years ago, remember when we had the horse in the horse got loose.
The horse got, yes, me.
Took off down, running down, and I think he had a keg of beer or something on the back of the wagon.
We
Yeah.
did not have horses for a couple of canal days after that, but we have them back this year.
Oh, we do have
At the
back
end,
this
yes,
year.
there are horses at the very end, I'm told.
Well,
so
it's always best to have the horses at the end
that
of the parade.
is the best way.
Because they leave a few surprises to
And then
at the
you
beginning
need
of
the big
parade.
box
You
disposal
need
for.
big box disposal to go ahead and clean it up. So who do we have coming up here? The Lockport Chamber of Commerce. So Ron, you've been a part of the Lockport Chamber of Commerce for many, many years.
I have been. In fact, I was part of it for 9 years, and that's the limit. And you have to. So I retired from my job at the Lockport Chamber. My last role was as treasurer. And great organization, very supportive of all the businesses in the Lockport community. And they help with education, and I believe that's the trolley there is with
the trolley. So the Lockport Chamber of Commerce, they actually have done the yeoman's work for Canal Days parade, and they
do.
They will start for Canal Days period, and they will start working on Canal Days for 2026
on Monday.
On Monday,
it's true. Yeah.
Next year, the trolley car here we is PM Tax.
PM Tax, okay.
Accounting services. They specialize in taxation and accounting demands for a wide range of clients, and they do a real good. They're a local company, and they do a really good job.
They do. In fact, they are the accountant for the Lockport Chamber.
And so here we have coming up a couple of people that I know. Some of the Lockport city officials. Some of my colleagues on the city council. Why don't you go ahead and read off who
All
they
right.
are.
So, current city council is, do we have the mayor there? Steve Strite, Dave Pelia, treasurer, Kathy Gentile, city clerk, Jonathan Pugh, first ward, Susan King, first ward, J.R. Galogli, second ward, Patrick McDonald, second ward, Christina Bergbauer, third ward, Darren Deskin, who I don't see in the parade there.
He just doesn't like to walk in the parade.
That's what it is. Third ward, Joanne Bartleson, fourth ward, and Steve Cardamone is fourth ward.
Steve Cardamone was just elected to the city council.
Yes.
He's only had a couple of meetings, and try. It's always interesting when somebody gets on the council for the first time. It takes them about a year to figure out what the heck's going on.
Well, it's a hard job. It is. It's a hard, low-paid job. And then we had Realtopia going by here. Angel Kimmel, real estate broker. And then we have a train competing with us.
Yeah. We were told we could talk over trains.
Oh, we can talk over trains? All right, good. All right. So,
Realtopia is just right here on
right here on State Street.
Right,
We're pretty much across the street from us. That's right.
We are. They've been here for several years now.
They have, and they also sponsored a great video on Lockport a couple months ago with, kind of a tour of Lockport and all the highlights of it.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't
yet,
seen that? You should see that. They've done a great job. All right, and here we have.
So now here we have Scouting America. First off is pack number 64. It's made up of boys and girls primarily from Lockport and Homer Glen. The pack currently has more than 60 members, making up 6 dens. The pack enjoys year-round fun, taking part in overnights, weekend camping, day outings, and more. All followed by them, they're by Boy Scout Troop number 65 and Cub Scout Troop 61. They help shape the future leaders by teaching responsibility, teamwork, resilience, and through hands-on experience through community service. And who's the last one?
The last one here, I have Scouting America, Troop 63, Lockport, Homer Glen. Continuously active since 1966, currently chartered by the Assumption Greek Orthodox Church, Homer Glen. Meets weekly, Tuesday evenings, and organizes monthly outings, annual summer camp, various other activities.
Were you a Boy Scout?
Yes, I was.
Were you?
Yes.
I was a Cub Scout.
Cub Scout, and then a Weeblo.
We were Weeblo. I never made a Weeblo.
Didn't make Weeblo?
No.
Oh, well.
No, I found girls instead. But I was involved in, so I remember we had Indian guides, and YMCA put together Indian guides, and there was always something to do with my dad. I'm sure with your dad, you did a lot of things. There was
Pinewood Derby.
Pinewood Derby, yeah, those are always fun. I never figured out that if you go ahead and hollow out the front, put in a lead weight,
I don't
it'll
think
go
that
faster.
you're supposed to.
Well, you weren't supposed to.
Kind of like
but if you want to
corking
win,
a bat.
But if you want to win, that's something you have to do that sometimes.
I never won.
No, following you. Well, boy, there's a lot of scouts.
There are a lot of scouts. That's great.
One of the things, and one great thing about scouting, and what we see here this weekend is we have an Eagle Scout that designed a brand new City of Lockport flag that's going to be dedicated, I believe, tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be putting the flag up and
where at?
Down at right in front of Heritage Village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Down there, it's a great stop for people on their bikes. There's an air station down there.
Do you know what time that is?
I do not know.
All right, I'm gonna have to look. Yeah, because that's great. I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah. So next up is number 14. Here is another new.
Nicola's Heavenly Cucina.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's an Italian bakery at the
Metro
train station. She makes fresh sourdough bread, bagels, English mushrooms, breakfast sandwiches, and she uses farm fresh from farm to the table. I've had quite a few of her breakfast sandwiches, and they're excellent. And behind her is Bentonhausen Motors. What do we know about them?
New to Lockport. These vehicles from Bettenhausen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lockport. They'll be celebrating their 70th year in business in 2026. Not in Lockport, though. They've only been here about a year. Chicagoland's go-to dealer because it really is better at Bettenhausen, and we just bought a car there. So, great to work with them.
Here comes the Lockport High School Marching Orders. another great performance by the marching
Absolutely.
quarters.
They multiple awards, Bands of America Regional and Super Regional finalists, Bands of America Grand National semifinalists, and consistent State of Illinois class champion and overall championship finalist.
And we just missed Rich's Yamaha. They're
Yep.
up on North State Street, up there by 355. They're family owned and operated since 1964, and they're open 7 days a week. And they have a great product up there.
Yep, and we got Lockport Junior Porters, Junior Varsity Cheer. Lockport team this fall, they're competing to get to Pop Warner Nationals in North Carolina, so good luck.
And hopefully they go ahead and continue tradition. They get up into high school, and they become state champions in competitive cheer like they have many times in the past. I think 4 times.
Yeah, excellent, yeah. All right.
So
we have here
Annette Parker.
it's supposed to be Annette Parker, but there she must be walking.
Yeah,
that is not her in the car.
No, she's a Will County clerk, and she was just elected this past November.
Yes, former executive director of Lockport Chamber.
Yeah. Behind them is the Lockport Township government. They're represented by Supervisor Alex Zapian, Clerk Aaron Haas-Scotts, Assessor Marianne Williamson, Trustees Dean Morelli, Karen Johnson, Ron Alberico, and Dion White, and Collector Jessica Candidate. The Township government is the oldest form of government in the United States, and it serves the public through senior services, general assistance, local property assessment, and early voting for Will County. Additionally, they provide a notary service free of charge, medical closet, and senior transportation service. They house the Lockport Fish Pantry, Meals on Wheels, and State of Illinois Veterans Service Daily.
And that is one of the senior transportation buses that we're seeing go by there.
Yes. Driven by my good friend Paul Derrick. And Paul, it only costs $1 a ride round trip to take a senior to the doctor's office or whatever.
Excellent. All right, now we've got the Girl Scouts of Lockport and Homer Glen. Service events, leadership adventures, and of course cookies await you in Girl Scouts. Join a troop today. They are asking you. I don't think they'd let us in, but
well, they don't have any. Here's Annette. Hi, Annette. Give it to the boy behind me. So next is the St. Denis and St. Joseph Catholic Academy, pre-K through 8th grade Catholic school. The float is a STEM project of the 6th to 8th grade. It's a solar-powered playhouse that was built by the students. That's pretty cool.
And a little trivia here. This was St. Joseph School and St. Denis School that combined. St. Joseph School was blue. St. Denis colors were red, and their combined colors now are purple.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I did not know. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, St. Joe's is one of the oldest churches here in Lockport.
Yes.
Limestone. It's on
the history tour.
Tomorrow,
which you will be doing on Sunday.
I'll be doing on Sunday. A lot of kids, good education at St. Joe's and St. Denis.
I don't know. I didn't know they had a. I don't know who that is.
It's the mascot.
Well, I know, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. Lockport Junior Miss Softball. Go ahead and tell us about Lockport Junior Miss Softball.
All right, Junior Miss Softball is a not-for-profit softball organization, ages 5 to 12, established in 1972, so right before the first Canal Days. Mission of them is to provide a structured recreational softball program with emphasis on teaching and developing solid softball fundamentals, good sportsmanship, and emphasizing the importance of a community.
Well, here's a little trivia about the Lockport Junior. It was started by two fathers, Tom Carberry, whose daughter Pat had a daughter Patty.
I know her.
And Chuck Anderson had a daughter
Sally.
Sally. Mm-hmm. Both of these two girls became probably in the top 5 athletes. Patty at
St. Francis,
Academy,
and
now JCA, and Sally. And the reason why Lockport Junior Miss was started is because girls weren't allowed to play Little League with the boys.
Yeah, no. And those two were probably better than a lot of the boys.
They were. They were. I can honestly say that those two girls were the best athletes in their family, and they're definitely better than their brothers, and I knew all their brothers well. So next we have Bobby Noon in this
the white Jeep there.
White Jeep Grand Cherokee. They've been in business since 1964, and they've won Southwest Best Preschool and Daycare Center multiple times. They're located on Division Street. They've been there for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so they always do a great job.
So they've been there since I think 1964. Is that possible?
I don't think they started off. They've been there for at least 25 years.
Oh, I think they've been there for 40 years. I don't know. They've been a long time there. All right, we have Dan's Automotive coming up. Family-owned auto repair shop, 63 years in business. One of the oldest auto repair shops in town. Part of the Lockport community since 1962.
Yeah, it's by Dan Price. Dan's no longer with us.
Right.
But, he was a neighbor of mine when I was a kid growing up. Oh, they lived over on Runyon Drive, and I lived on Reed Street. The Advanced Urology Associates, come see them for all their urologic needs. They have offices in Joliet, New Lenox, and Morris.
All right, here's one. That is
a big truck.
A big heavy-duty towing, and that's not the number I have on here, but
we just said they have the biggest and heaviest truck, and they can tow anything.
It looks like it.
They have 65 years of dedicated service, and they're called on-site companies. In multicolored. Well, that was loud.
That was loud.
So, multicolored. You'll definitely know who's on site
yes,
when they're on site.
And they're towing a car that doesn't look like it needs towing, but. All right, so now we should have coming up, been there, dump that Plainfield. Provides residential friendly dumpster rental service in southwest and western suburbs. Pricing always includes driveway protection, on-time delivery, on-time pickup, broom and magnet sweep after pickup, requested days of rental, sufficient weight for most projects. Simple, friendly, professional service.
And they're followed by Joliet Junior College. Joliet Junior College happens to be the oldest junior college, the first junior college in the United States.
It is.
Originally down at the old
Joliet Central.
Joliet Central. I have a few credits from Joliet Junior College. How about you?
I do. I got my associate's degree from there. Yep.
Yeah. So they've done it all three of my kids. My one oldest daughter, she has 3 associate's degrees from them. My other two.
Excellent and affordable.
Excellent and affordable. Yeah. You know, especially the first 2 years of college when they're all the same classes,
That's right.
and you can get them for a third of the price.
Yes. No, they're great campus too, and multiple campuses now.
Multiple campuses, yeah.
All right, Joliet, you pull it and scrap. They want your junk car and will offer you the highest price in the area, guaranteed. Wish I had known this a couple of weeks ago. I needed that. They're paying top dollar for all your scrap metal and our largest yard to pull used car parts. Get parts or get paid at Joliet, you pull it and scrap. Visit JolietYouPullIt.com for more information.
They're being followed by Echo Clean Can. Echo Clean Can is your trusted trash bin cleaning and power washing experts. As a local small business founded in 2019, their team takes your stinky cans and makes them practically brand new. They provide service from Naperville to Manhattan to Oak Lawn and to Plainfield. Proud members of the Lockport Chamber of Commerce and love giving back to our community through fundraisers for schools and sports teams. When your cans are stinky, call Echo Clean.
I think I need to call. Mine are. All right. We have got Lockport Escape Room and Axe Throwing. They are located in the Jewel Osco Shopping Center. Just opened a new hour-long Stranger Things room. Alice in Wonderland room will be changed to Wizard of Oz in 2026. And they've been open 3 years. Cosmic axe throwing party packages and mobile axe lane rental.
And they're followed by Lockport Elementary Schools District
91, yeah.
Near to both of
Absolutely.
us here. We are both graduates of Calvin Grove High School.
It's a great. We went to Lockport.
Great school. Yeah, great school.
Great school.
Both of us went to Millen Grove. I actually went to Millen Grove the very first year it was opened in
I
1969.
did too.
And I spent my first 4 years, including kindergarten at Calvin Grove. Went over to Millen Grove in 1969, 1970 year, and I'm back for 5th grade at Calvin Grove. It was a great school.
Yeah,
It
absolutely,
was a great school.
absolutely.
In the past year, the U.S. News ranked Millen Grove in the top 5% of elementary schools, and Calvin Grove in the top 10% junior highs in the state of Illinois.
Absolutely, I believe it. All right, we have F3, National Network of Peer-Led Free Men's Workouts. Started in 2011 in Charlotte, North Carolina, grown to more than 48 states.
Followed by the Lockport Dental Group, and they're driving a 2023 Challenger. They celebrated in business for 60 years. In August of 2024, the oldest private family dental practice in town. Well, here's a bunch of kids.
Lockport Boys Baseball. Part of the community, providing a safe and fun baseball experience for kids from 4 to 16. Lockport Boys Baseball, both travel and recreational divisions for all experience levels. Organization run entirely by volunteer coaches and board members. We know about that. Check out lockportbaseball.com for more information.
Yeah, I remember that was so much fun as a kid growing up. You know, with playing baseball. I played Lockport Little League baseball even before they had the baseball fields over at Delwood Park. So we played over at the athletic field on what is now the varsity softball field over there, and we played over at the freshman's sophomore field over there. So, and eventually made it up to the large boys baseball field over there at the athletic field. I actually helped go ahead and lay down the very first grass infield.
Really?
In 1976.
Really?
Yeah. So I actually played on that field when it was just a dirt infield. Well, boy, there's a lot of kids.
There's
That's
a
good.
lot. Yeah, it's a big group here. That's great. Great.
Yeah.
All right. And they are still
coming.
That's great.
Coming on. It's good seeing all these kids playing baseball.
Yes, it is. And a lot of support from parents here, I see. That's excellent.
And they're loud.
They are loud.
And what followed behind them is who?
There's supposed to be Lockport's Hideaway Guest House, B&B, Bed and Breakfast. They are located, I believe, on Hamilton Street.
Right across the street from Taft Grade School. People always ask, do we have a bed and breakfast in this area?
And we do.
We have it in this area. You know, I've checked out their prices, very affordable. Basically what you see anywhere, in a lot of places, their bed and breakfasts are very, very expensive.
And they focus on history, too.
And the house that they're in was built in 1905. It's a unique 2-bedroom flat. It's a vintage house on the I&M Canal and Route 66 routes. It's with hideaways within walking distance of lock number 1, Lockport's Route 66 sign, and the train station.
Have a historic stay at the Hideaway. All right, so we've got coming up here.
Boobers, we just missed
Oh,
them.
we're missed Boobers. Oh, there they are. Tropical
there they are.
snow. Tropical shaved snow. Ice business based out of a customized 1974 Olson Curbmaster step van.
Well, it's pretty cool, but it's not as cool as a mystery machine from Scooby-Doo.
But they didn't have ice.
They didn't know. But they always had the strange man behind the mask.
They did.
Yeah. I guess we're showing our age.
I don't know. That's been around. It's still. I'm surprised they're not remaking it again.
Yeah. So now next is a marching group.
Pretty Savage Elite.
Pretty Savage Elite. They're the only majorette team in Joliet, Illinois. They train their dancers in the HBCU style of dance, hip hop, and beginner ballet. They travel and compete as well as participate in community events. The girls range from 6 to 18, and they are still growing and glowing. The awards they received 4 first place awards on top of numerous best dance and most energetic, and they have traveled to 4 different states.
Go out there and show them what you can do, Darren.
Well, I would embarrass myself, and they'd all laugh at me. You know,
we wouldn't do that.
I couldn't do that when I was their age. So they're always fun. See a lot of members of the crowd here on the screen. So behind them, who we have
it looks like that's Crystal Clear Agent by EXP. Local real estate expert. Is that who we've got there? It looks like that's who it should be.
Yes.
Crystal is the founder. Crystal Clear Agent, lifelong Lockport resident who's proud to serve this incredible community as a full-time, full-service realtor. She chose Lockport Canal Days Parade to celebrate the city's rich history, and they have pride in Lockport as we all do.
And they're followed by a really cool antique Chevrolet truck. I love old trucks. And from Express Medical Spa. It's an all-female and old medical spa featuring early mornings, late nights, and every weekend. Free brow and lip waxing for first responders and spouses. From 2021 to 2024, they've been awarded the Southland's Best Med Spa and Lincoln Way Reader's Choice.
Excellent. Glad to have them in town. Oh, and here we have the White Oak Library District, and they were part of Miss Jane was the Grand Marshal for the parade, and here's her co-workers and friends all supporting her, and they see a caterpillar there made out of...
And a sign for Comicopoulos.
And Comicopoulos coming up July 19th. That's
always a huge event.
Absolutely.
It started out real small
a
few years ago, and there's 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people to show up.
Absolutely, yeah. It's gotten bigger and bigger every year. All right, and we've got Lock and Mule by Tangled Roots Brewing Company. So I wonder if they're throwing out anything from the...
Well, I don't know. I haven't. I am getting a little parched. They're located in the heart of downtown at 1025 South State Street. You'll find a variety of craft beers on tap at any time that you can pair with a variety of their chefs' adventurous
the food, yeah,
creations.
Excellent there, and excellent reuse of that building.
Yes, that was one of the buildings that have been rehabbed. That was the old Macklin Motors.
Macklin Motors, yep.
Years and years ago.
A lot of other things in between, and then that's just amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Grace Baptist Church. Kids ages 4 to 12 are invited to their annual Vacation Bible School, July 28th to 30th at 6 p.m. Under the Sea is their theme this year.
Yeah, so downtown Lockport here, we've had a really good revitalization over the past.
You think, Darren? I think it's been an amazing
past several years. We've had a couple of areas that we had fires. The Embers building, we had a fire, I believe, in 2008, where the brand new port building is not open yet. That was probably about 2011, 12, and at the corner of 10th and State here, at the old Opera House, that's currently under renovation. We had another brand new building next to Stagecoach Restaurant, which is also rehab from several years ago. And so a lot of investment downtown. We have a lot of investment here over the past dozen years. And we've actually added over $1 billion of equalized assessed value, or $3 billion of assessed value in the last 12 years.
Well, and it shows. I mean, and when I look at, at the view I've got here and seeing the former Lockport office building completely transformed back what it was when it was built in the 1800s. Beautiful.
And they were followed by Grand Dental of Lockport, their amazing dental office that provides general and cosmetic dentistry, and also they have periodontist and orthodontist specialists.
And a very big tooth on there.
A very, very big tooth.
All right. Lockport Township Park District Hayride of Horrors coming up. They always really get into this, too. Costume actors, which, like I said, they're really they really devote themselves to this, and it's fun. It's a bit scary, but it is
what's
fun.
also great about the Curse of the Bayou and Hayride of Horror, they employ a lot of young kids. My youngest granddaughter, who's now 13, she spent the last 4 years. She doesn't get paid, but she gets to go ahead.
Right.
And she's a volunteer, and she just is able to put on makeup. She transforms herself into another person who's at this age. At this age, the other person's pleasant.
No, it's absolutely great training.
And the Lions Club.
The Lockport Lions Club come up here, celebrating 40 years of their spaghetti dinner fundraiser, held at the beginning of February at the VFW. Lockport
Lions Club.
My dad was a Lions.
They've been here forever.
They have been here forever.
Great clips of Lockport. Another great business here in town.
Yep.
And they are followed by another group of kids. They are the Wings Dance Studio.
Wings Dance Studio, okay.
Okay, they were established in November of 2010 with the focus of creating a well-rounded and technically proficient dancers. Their students were successful in their high school dance teams, musical theater productions, high school orchestras, and on their competitive team. Their alumni continue to dance, many in university dance programs, college dance teams, professionally teaching and choreographing. And great clips, they just walk by and they are handing out discounted haircuts.
There you go, Darren.
Yeah, and I've been told I need a haircut. But I tell people that at my age, if I can still grow hair, I'm going to grow it.
There you go.
There you go.
Fair enough. All right, so we got number 70 here
Gift
coming
of
up.
Hope, Organ and Tissue Donor Network.
I think we have Michelle Kerfin coming up here.
Well, we have Gift of Hope first.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Yeah,
Gift of Hope.
Yeah, they're a nonprofit organization that coordinates organ tissue donation in Illinois and Northwest Indiana, helping to save and enhance lives through the gift of donation. Their mission is to inspire others to become donors and support families through their most difficult moments.
And
now we have
Michelle Kerfin. State Farm can help you with all of your insurance needs, home, auto, life, financial services. 16 years in the community giving back with Rotary, Masons, Shriners, veterans, and so much more. InsureWithMichelle.com.
Yeah, Michelle and of course her husband Ed.
Yep.
They host a radio show on WJOL every Friday morning. And there's Michelle.
Well, he's making her walk.
Ed's making her walk. And so on the tractor, we have
Oh, that's still Michelle.
oh, that is still
yep.
Michelle. Okay.
Then we have the Lockport Rotary coming up. And they're still, there they are. All right, then we have Lockport Rotary coming up. Canal Days raffle is to be drawn Saturday night, so tomorrow night. Proceeds are used to fund their projects, including dictionaries for every third grader in Lockport Feeder School. So
there's our friend Jim Wardenberg.
Go visit them.
Your neighbor?
My neighbor, and go visit them down at Canal Days and buy a raffle ticket. Hey, somebody wins something every year with that.
Yeah. Next is Two Negative Rock Cover Band. They're composed of graduates and current students of Lockport Township High School and other high schools. Two Negative covers all your favorite rock hits. They will supply the sound equipment, sound tech, stage lighting, and great rock for your event or party. Book now through their Instagram site at Two Negative the Band. Playing The Grange by ZZ Top.
Yeah?
That's a song from my high school years about 100 years ago.
And after them we have coming up Lockport Moose Lodge, 1557. Been in Lockport since 1920, June 8th. Sole purpose to support children at Moose Heart, senior members at Moose Haven, and local communities. Moose Heart, of course, is a 1,000-acre child city with its own zip code on the St. John River. Moose Haven is on the St. John River in Orange Park, Florida. Lockport Moose donated over $30,000 last year to the local community.
And they're followed by Flag. The Flag chapter was established in June 2019. Flag is creating a caring, just, and affirming world for LGBTQ plus people and those who love them.
And they have a booth down at Canal Days this weekend.
They do have a booth down at Canal Days.
And then we have, after them, Canines for Veterans. They are a not-for-profit organization, takes care of dogs from rescues and shelters, matches them with veterans and first responders, and train them to become service dogs for PTSD, TBI, and MST. Provide training, food, and basic medical for a lifetime of the dogs. Nice.
And they're followed by the Lockport Township High School cheerleaders. One of the most successful cheerleading
Absolutely,
groups,
yeah.
in the state of Illinois. Their varsity team has gone to the IHSA state tournament for 20 straight years. They finished in the top 13 times, and they have been state champions 4 times, most recently in 2022. And
very devoted, work very hard. And now here come your horses, dear.
The
horses are back.
Oh, here we go. Who are they?
Those are the Cedar Stables. They offer horseback riding lessons, horse boarding, summer camps, birthday parties, and Girl Scout, Boy Scout troop outings, and special events. So hopefully none get out of control this year, but I think they seem to be pretty well.
I hope the kids, as they're going out into the street, aren't picking up road apples.
Well, I think it's very possible they are, because I think right now they'll grab anything that's out there, and I wouldn't recommend it after that.
Yeah. Well, Ron.
This was fun.
That was it.
I know.
This started about 30 seconds ago, and it's over.
It did. It's always and now. Head down.
Now head down.
To Canal Days.
Okay, Canal Days, and buy yourself a weekend pass for the carnival, and when there's bands beginning at about 7 o'clock, and
yep, everything goes at 7 o'clock, and it's go down, buy some beer, buy some
food. We got a lot of good food vendors down there.
There really are, and it's a great carnival this year. Were you walking around it?
Yeah, I haven't walked the carnival yet. Plenty of parking. To be honest, folks, there isn't a finer event place in all of Illinois
Absolutely.
than what we have here. The grounds are paved. There's a road that was put in a couple of years ago, and so we're going to be signing off. So
We are going to be signing. So, because we got to go ride that ride that flips upside down.
no, I'm not riding that ride that flips upside down. It's about 200 feet in the air, and
yeah,
I get sick just looking at it. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great year.
All right, sir.